What's up, everybody? We are running at half capacity tonight.
What's up?
What's up, Jacob? How are you, man?
Doing pretty good.
Sweet. And
It's been raining here the past 2 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not the Sunshine State.
No. I heard it's been raining pretty heavily down in the south too, down in South Florida. So I'm sure that self-healing roof is probably leaking right now.
It's a sore spot. Let's not talk about the self-healing roof.
Yeah, I better shut up. Sorry.
Yeah. So, Seth is under the weather. He's got the bubble guts, as do I, but the show must go on. And Mark had a pretty late night last night. He was up until, I guess, like 2 o'clock in the morning pressure washing or something. So those two fellers are not going to be on tonight. Hopefully, T1000 Roofing. Hopefully we'll be back at full strength next week. I know, I apologize to everybody. I know it's kind of been like, since we've come back, we've not had maybe one or two shows where all of us have been here, so I apologize for that. It is what it is. Life happens. There's not much you can do about it. So I don't think there will be a 2-hour episode, just so everybody knows. I mean, it's just me and Jacob. So I don't know how much we're going to try.
We can only sit here and call each other fat so much.
For so many times,
You
you know what I mean? We were going to do a sober October challenge where we were not going to be sober, but we were all going to try to see who could lose the most percentage of body fat. How's that been going for you?
I'm staying around the same.
Yeah, I'm actually doing okay. I'm losing maybe a couple of pounds like every 3 or 4 days or so, but it's difficult. So I'd be honest, I probably could find the time to exercise, but it's fall, so gutter cleaning and pressure washing and window cleaning, it's kind of hard to find the time to, you know what I mean, to do that. So
Yeah,
what
it's
I've
like
been doing, I've been fasting, so I just get up in the morning. I just won't, from like 8 o'clock in the morning till 1, I don't touch anything, and then I'll eat, and then after 8 p.m. I don't eat anything else
I
until the
like
next day.
food too much, man. I
I
gotta
love
eat.
food too, man. I'm a food guy. I love to barbecue. I'm not just barbecue, but I like to cook, period. You know what I mean? I just enjoy it. You know what I mean? I just, it's part of my, I guess, my culture. You know what I mean? My family's all from the South, so food is that's what we all congregate. We all get together around food. So, you know.
Where's your family from?
St. Charles, Virginia, and the West Virginia area, like the southern West Virginia, northern Virginia area. And I still have family in Tennessee, Oak Ridge, Tennessee, where they manufacture. Oak Ridge is famous for, they manufactured the uranium for a little boy that they dropped on Nagasaki. My grandma, I have my still have my grandma's radiation badge from the plant. It was essentially a World War II war base, is what it was. Oak Ridge, Tennessee. But my grandparents were responsible for the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah. No, but yeah, they did work. They did work at K-12. So yeah, but yeah, little tidbit there for you, for yins. Ewans. So have you I'm gonna be most likely. Yeah, I love those cups. Those cups are cool. I got a couple of those cups.
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
Yeah, my last order, I got a couple of cups. Have you seen now the review? I had to reshoot because I don't know what it is, man, but I'm gonna tell you guys, my GoPro experience is about to be over. I'm about to be done with GoPros. I'm about to sell every GoPro I have and move on to something else, because I shot a really good fucking video with the under Pro Pad, Power Pad, or whatever the fuck that thing is called, and half the audio wasn't there. I was really upset. So I had to reshoot a bunch of shit to just put together a review. Today I had to do that because guys are like, hey man, I'm like, yeah, the video's coming. I'm editing it. You know what I mean? And I'm going through it and I'm like, as I'm just getting ready to add the last little bits of the video where I kind of break it down, there's no fucking audio. And I'm like, you got to be shitting me, man. So I spent a lot of money on a microphone, like a wireless mic and shit, to, you know, as you guys know, to do like commentary while I'm cleaning.
That's been quite enjoyable.
Buy Insta360 X3, never turn back to broke. I'm thinking that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna. I've been looking at one. It's the Insta360, but it's the small. It's like it looks really tiny. That's what I'm looking to go for. It's Hey guys, what is the best way to remove layer on top of layer of ancient paint from a brick house? I'm going to tell you right now, I would get some zip strip and like some orange stripper and coat the house with zip strip. Just roll it on and let it sit and then just pressure wash it off. But that is a fucking mess, dude.
Yeah.
Charge accordingly because that is going to be everywhere. That's going to be extremely hard to get off. You're going to need to zip strip that.
Multiple times.
It's the same price as the small one. The small one is cool, but it's a gimmick. Okay, all right. And what is it? What did he say? The X3? Buy the Insta360 X3. That's the name of it? Yeah. X3?
Yeah, the small one's the one I think that connects to your hat.
Oh, okay.
But it only records for like 30 seconds or something.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Well, then I'll get the X3 then. But, yeah, I've got a really nice camera. I have a really nice vlog camera. I've got a Canon camera that I bought. It's fucking awesome. But, you know, it's a camera, an actual big fucking camera. So to do some of the shots that I like to do, I like something smaller to sit in sills or to mount to a pole and stuff like that. So that's why I go GoPro. But for like the sit down in the truck shots, I have a really nice camera for that. I spent a lot of money on that. I'm actually getting ready to buy a new lens for it too. So, but yeah, I will definitely get that review out. But what I was getting at is have you seen that? And what do you think about, like, and I'm going to cover this in my video. I don't understand the trapezoid thing. Can somebody, maybe in the chat or, you know, maybe Jacob, you can shed some light on what's with Reach It, Mormon, and Unger now with the trapezoidal pad holder shape? What is that all about?
I almost think that they think it's going to be able to get in the corners easier.
Yeah, but like when you're cleaning, you're going up and down. You get to the bottom corner. There's this much of the.
Yeah, that's not
hitting.
That's
so
like
you have to flip the pole and. So, in my opinion, I mean it's nice, and I'm not going to give you my total opinion on it because I want people to watch the video. However, I just the big scrub with the zero big scrubber with the maker pad and that's just. I've been using that for, I'll be honest, I mean, I could be wrong, and it may be inside baseball, but I think I might have been the second or third person with one of those, you know what I mean? Of course, because I'm a maker guy, and Mike sent me one of those, and I've been using it for quite a while. I knew once I started putting videos of it up on TikTok and shit that somebody would be like, hey, look what I got. And that swivel that they've been used, that Mark and, what's his nuts? Mike kind of, you know, came together on that three-dimensional swivel that they're using that. I mean, I knew that was going to get copied eventually. So, I mean, it's just the right way to do things. But I just prefer that a little bit more. Guys are like, oh,
I mean, that's what I've been using. Hell,
it's nice,
I've been using this before it was ever, you know, released and being sold. So.
Right, yeah. And the reason why is because there wasn't a rinse bar for it, so you were like
Yeah.
using other parts to make it work, and it's
Using
kind of
a
hard to.
competitor's rinse bar.
Yeah, you don't want to, like, hey, you got to buy this and whatever, Yeah, Wu-Tang forever for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Keeper Upper LLC. Definitely, dude. Like, make sure that you charge accordingly for that job. Keep in mind that if you're gonna need something to get that paint off of there um, to release off of that brick, again, you're gonna have to get something on there to eat that paint off, and then you're gonna have to pressure wash it off. That is gonna be a huge mess. It's going to be everywhere. It's gonna be in the bushes. It's gonna be in the landscaping. It is going to be a fucking nightmare, dude. So just keep that in mind. That is a big job, and you need to explain to the customer,
Appreciate it, Alan.
listen, man, this is going to be a mess. So as long as you go into that, and the customer goes into that knowing that it's going to be a huge mess, you know, you might want to check on your state guidelines, your city guidelines on how you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, how old is the paint? Do you know?
yeah, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if it's old, it might be have lead in it.
yeah, I would definitely do some research on
Asbestos.
that, bro. And I'm not saying that you don't know what you're doing or anything like that, but you might want to cover your bases because lead paint removal is, if you get into that and there's some lead
Ooh,
paint
yeah.
there and some, like a neighbor calls, like, they got lead paint everywhere.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
a
big.
huge, yeah, you're going to fucking run into some serious problems. It's a house that was built in 1912, so I'm concerned with the brick and mortar. TJ, who is leading so far? Not me, dude. Not me. I'm not sure. I could look right now if you guys want to hear the standings. Actually, let me look here.
I didn't bother to sign up.
Go ahead.
Because last year, I think I picked the New York Giants for everybody.
Yeah, I think you did too. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I know you lead.
No, you're good.
Standings. Number one is Pablo Francisco, which I'm thinking that I don't know who Pablo Francisco is. Is that who's Pablo Francisco? I don't know. And number one is Pablo Francisco. I'm not exactly sure who that is.
Is it window cleaning Jesus?
No, Diego's Cali Bear down there. He's in 14th place.
What's up, Damian?
Tenacious Deeds, Mark Kladinsky is in second place, and he's also tied with Damian Schockengrost. I love fucking his name up. And Jeremy Pummel. They're all tied for second. My dad and I are in 9th place. My dad is 2 and 3 and doesn't even have the app on his phone. Hello, Mom.
Lead paint causes health problems. Only if you chop it up and snort it.
I mean, listen, dude. I used to sit in the back seat of the station wagon with no seatbelt on. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, to be honest, as a child, I don't even remember sitting in a child restraint seat. I mean, it's.
I can't remember a car seat, but I was born
don't
in late 70s, so.
Well, yeah, I was born in the '85, so.
But yeah, the Squeegee Life fantasy football league, it's fun. I wish we would have got, because Damian's got 2 teams and he cheated, trading players to himself.
Well, that's typical. I mean, that's what he does.
Typical.
He
That's what Damian does is cheat. Fucking
yeah,
cheater.
he's a fucking cheater.
But again, I mean, it's just for fun. I got people that I watch football with here in town, like in my personal life, that are in the league. I got guys from the what do you want to call it? Oh, my QB this year, he's fucking awful, dude. What do you mean? That was the worst signing ever. It's really turning out to be not good. Deshaun Watson is not. Ugh. Oof. I apparently from what From Damian. From what I understand, I don't know if it's clickbait, but I've been reading that Deshaun's not even playing this week either. He's hurt his shoulder. He's got a Seth Byers in his shoulder. I can't do the podcast. I'm pooping. I'm kidding, Seth.
But Alan Rollo, what time is it over there? Where TJ is, it's a little 8. After 8, and where I'm at is a little after 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's just something fun, you know. I mean,
darkness.
Just something to fucking do, man. You know, the football league. It's just something to do. More interaction. You know, that's
I had all intentions of like doing it, and then I think I just missed. Well, no, that's what it was. I missed the draft because I just forgot about it, and then I just went through and just anything that no one had. I just took a bunch of garbage and just like, oh, you know what?
You know what? Fuck it. It's just, you know, just something fun to do. You know, when you join the Sacred Order of the Squeegee, become a Patreon member, you kind of get, like, I wouldn't say unfettered access, but you get a lot, you know, like, I got dudes have my phone number and text me, and Jason has asked me on several occasions, hey, man, how would you bid this, and what do you think about that? Damian's asked me questions, and, you know, so... You know, that was just another layer to
I like to text message him and just randomly ask him to send me a picture of his butthole. which he has.
Yes. I see. He always... I message those to Jacob because sometimes I can't see my own dingleberries, you know what I mean? So I need help with that. Like, hey, is this a hemorrhoid or...
Hey, buddy, can you tell me, does this look infected?
Right. Right.
Unity!
So I like that Black Diamond hat, man. That's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah, man. I wore one out. I had to get another one. This is the first time I've actually worn it. It still has a sticker on it, too, see?
Nice.
If you don't like Black Diamond, I don't know what to tell you.
League is fun and helps me fight Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. I chose a QB instead of a wide receiver. I've sent feet pictures. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't even know why. I'm going to tell you guys that I actually picked Deshaun Watson as my QB. And I'm going to be honest with you, it was a total fucking accident. I mean to do it. So you're watching the deal, you're watching the draft go on, and you're like, players, like, and I clicked the deal to, like, fucking, like, look at Deshaun Watson, but I didn't realize that I fucking selected him. Like, I put him there, you know, like, you could...
Oops.
You know, like, you know, what is it called? Put him in queue. Like, I want to take this player if he's available next. I didn't realize I did that, and I'm like, motherfucker. So... Luckily, I was able to get the Saints quarterback.
Jameis Winston?
No. Carr.
I've watched a few games. My mother-in-law watches it, like just watches football on the TV. And like I saw, it was, who were they playing? It was the Saints versus somebody, and Jameis Winston was starting. So.
Do you guys, is there anybody in here using the platinum, and what do you guys think of the platinum rubber? Have you used it?
Yeah, that's the only thing I use.
Do you like, so you're liking it? The platinum?
Yeah, so far, yeah.
There's gonna be
I've never really used soft rubber.
There's gonna be some super cool shit coming too soon. It's gonna peel some fucking people's wigs back.
I'm waiting.
There's gonna be some cool stuff. When we get off here, I'll tell you about it. Gonna be some cool shit. Some cool shit.
I'm gonna have to beat people off me with the sticks. They're gonna want to know.
You're gonna have to beat people off, all right.
Yeah. See, there you go. Man, I gotta start doing that again. I have all these clips on my phone of all the stupid stuff that we've said, and I just gotta send it to you. I gotta get enough, and you could just make a video out of it.
Yes, and I will do that.
I still have the video. This thing's a piece of fucking trash.
Do you know that Maker Products actually took that video of me throwing that fucking squeegee across the parking lot into my bucket and used it on their fucking social media?
No way.
Yes. I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across that on their TikTok. I'm like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. I texted Casper. I was like, bro. He's like, you don't mind, do you? I was like, no, but I can't believe you use that.
You don't need round top. Flat T-rubber fits in a freaking regular squeegee.
I've done that before. You got to use clips on both ends, but it
works.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be nice
Jason, I have been on Casper about that. But like I said, over the next couple of months, there's some shit coming down the pipeline. I can't get too far into, but around that area, Jason, there's some new stuff coming. I'm not saying it's Black Diamond. I'm not even saying it's Maker Products. We're just telling you that there's some stuff coming that, that I've been working with for the last 6 months. You guys are going to be super stoked on. So just give it some time. Give it some time, and cool stuff is on the way. Everybody, I'm actually excited for everyone.
Everyone just say the word patience.
Yeah. I'm excited for everyone. Yeah. I'm excited for everyone to see all the cool shit that has been sitting and we've been waiting to have happen. Just with everything that's gone on the last couple of years, hasn't been able to happen, but now it's starting to come to fruition. I'm super stoked about it. And I think all you guys will be too. You guys are going to be super stoked on all this shit, so.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is yet, but I'm excited. Everyone knows I'm a tool whore, so.
Well, one thing I know in particular that's headed down the pipeline, I think you're going to geek out over. That's equipment. Equipment-wise, everyone's going to be like, fuck. I can't wait to get my hand on it. Hey, if it has to wait until Trump returns. You're not still thinking that dude's going to be president, are you, Jason? Come on, bro. You got to let that shit go. I've had any problem with breaking a couple windows, then it's ready.
I think he's talking about Razor Red.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I'm not the biggest fan of the synthetic rubber. It's okay. But it does have its limitations.
If I had to choose between the Razor Red, the Unger Green, or that garbage Mormon rubber, I would choose Razor Red. If I only had those three rubber choices.
See, I would go for the Unger Green.
I didn't care for it.
I like the Unger Green more than I like the Razor Red, and maybe I just didn't give the red enough time to break in. You know what I mean? The Mormon is just unusable. That shit's trash. So.
Yeah, I mean they sent me, but Mormon sent me some of the gray stuff, and a couple months ago when they sent it to me, I used Mormon stainless. I used to. I don't anymore. All that shit got thrown in the garbage. It wouldn't even fit. Snug it would literally, it wouldn't, the bulb, it was so from piece
on
to
the
piece.
end, yeah, it was
even like the
very
bulb
inconsistent.
Itself, yeah,
very
inconsistent.
Yeah. That's why we can't be sales rep for our fucking favorite sponsor, windowcleaner.com, is because we say shit like we just got done saying. Oh, by the way, I did not put the link in the fucking description, so it's not there. So
it's not my fault.
But that's why we'll never be sales reps, even though we would be the best sales reps.
Well, yeah, it's other than Steve-O.
I think we could give Steve-O a run for his money.
Probably.
You know what I mean? What do you think?
Probably. Here, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You don't ever pay attention to the pro group, so
no.
There was a guy.
Okay.
And there was one guy that was in here earlier, sales rep. A guy asked, "What was the best fixed T-bar?" And that guy that was in here earlier, and the other person we were just talking about, said that the Unger Ninja handle is the best fixed T-bar.
What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. What do you mean? It's not a fixed T-bar.
No.
It could go into a fixed position.
Yes, but it's not fixed.
But it is not a fixed T-bar.
No. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason why I use that T-bar is because it locks. Because everyone sees my technique on how I clean windows. If it's in my hand, I don't like fighting it. You know what I mean? I don't like flopping it. I don't like fighting it. And when it's on a pole, I like it to swivel. So it locks. However, and everyone knows I'm a huge Unger guy because I'm a janitor. Sorry, Tim. That's the last joke. Tim called me a janitor because I use Unger tools. But anyways, and I like to bust his chops about it because, in some small ways I missed him. I don't miss him not ever coming on the show when he's supposed to, but I do.
Well, I'm not going to say anything because
don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
I cause trouble.
Yeah. But anyways,
Paul Smoker.
Yeah, that's not name brand. That's not a fixed T-bar. A fixed T-bar is something that you cannot fucking change it to another position.
And then that other person said, "Well, you just don't understand," is what he said to me. And I said, "Yes, I understand indefinitely what it is. It's not a fixed T-bar."
Right.
And then that was the end of it. Right. But I'm glad to know that you agree with me.
Yeah, it's not a fixed handle. No. And a fixed handle is something that does not have a mechanical fastener in it.
Thank you.
So.
That's why we deserve to be sales reps and not those two mooks.
Hey, yeah.
Hey.
Of course, this is just lighthearted fun. If you're getting buttered over it, I don't get buttered because we really don't. We don't care. We're just messing around. That's what this show is, just messing around. We're all on the same team here. I want to see you guys. I want to see everyone succeed.
Maybe.
But yeah, dude, it's not. It's not. It's not if it has a fastener in it, it's not a fixed.
All right, guys, let us know in the comments. Do you use one clip or two clips? Hashtag one clip. Hashtag two clips. Let us know, guys.
I don't understand why you have to be so. I mean, today is Jersey's fucking anniversary with his wife. You know what I'm saying?
Well, good for him. Congratulations.
Happy anniversary. Why you got to bring that negativity into the world, sir?
I'm a negative Nancy, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm leaving my will to Jacob when I jump off.
What's that going to be? A lawsuit and a broken truck?
Jacob, you and Austin should make out.
Don't forget to get your T-bars fixed and neutered. All right, Damian, man, thanks for coming in, buddy. You got to go find some more scheming ways to cheat and get stuff.
Yeah, in fantasy football, yep.
Yeah.
I'm actually wondering why we moved this podcast to fucking Thursdays. I think it should be Wednesdays again. What's up, Jeremy?
Jeremy.
That's just my personal opinion. I wish it was Wednesdays again because Wednesdays in the wintertime.
Who this is?
I use one clip in my channel, but it's not like a talking point for me. Ouch, I'm never telling Jacob my problems again.
Hey man, you could have just not said anything.
Yeah, you could have just skipped over the affixed T-bar comment with the wrong information and saved it.
You could have just been like those other two guys on their bi-weekly podcast and just ignore me. You know.
What?
What?
They ignore you?
Most of the time, yeah.
Oh. Well, I would really.
I'd say the Steve-O sometimes answers me.
Maybe that's why Jersey doesn't talk to me anymore. Maybe
And
it's because of
I
you.
love you, man.
Maybe it's your fault that Jersey doesn't talk to me anymore. You know, because I don't do the article. I don't do my article in the magazine anymore either.
Man, he like fired you?
No, I didn't get fired. I just kind of felt like, in order to have a monthly column where you ask questions, you kind of need like the support of the staff on the magazine to generate some questions. You would think there would be a little more. Like, there's a lot of social media posts on American Window Cleaner magazine, and not once was it ever mentioned, do you have a question for Ask T Squeegee? It was never. So it's kind of like I'm always searching on the internet, going through fucking pro window cleaning, looking for questions that dudes have asked and have already been answered. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yeah, this is kind of fucking, I mean, I can write. I'm actually pretty good at it.
You are. I've read some of the things you've written. It's very nice. It's
yeah,
good.
it would be.
Didn't put me to
Just
sleep.
a little support on that, and I would still be doing it because I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really liked it. I enjoyed it, but I got to the point where like if I have to go and do the searching and like do the promotion for everything, if I have to do everything, then I might as well just do it my fucking self.
Well, I mean, I used to send you questions to asktsqueegee@gmail.com.
I know, but you're on the podcast with me, dude.
You could have said it with somebody else.
Yeah, you're right. I guess.
But then again, I'm sending you questions like a shit. It was just stupid shit. I don't even remember.
Well, I don't want this to come off like there's any ill will. I have no ill will towards American Window Cleaner magazine at all.
Of course not.
I'm a firm supporter of that. I think that.
Speaking of that, if you don't have a subscription,
you should go subscribe because they are also a sponsor of this podcast. So I don't want it to come off like I'm not a American Window Cleaner magazine guy. I am. When it comes in the mail, my daughter is always the first one to grab it. She grabs it. She goes. She reads it. The stuff that she finds interesting, which she says there's not very much in there interesting anymore because I'm not writing in it. So my daughter's a little bummed out about me not writing in it anymore.
At least she's very supportive of you.
Why does my squeegee streak to the left? Because it's not the squeegee, it's you.
Stop rubbing it in your ass crack before you put it in your squeegee channel.
Wednesdays are good for soup.
In the wintertime.
Who's talking? I'm just saying Wednesdays in the winter would like after when we come back from the summer break, we should start doing them on Wednesdays. And then when we come back from the winter break, we should start doing them on Thursdays. That's my opinion. Because Wednesdays during the winter time, there's no football. Everybody can tune in. It's the middle of the week. You know what I mean? It's a nice pick-me-up in the middle. And then in the summertime, in the busy months, Thursdays are way better for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I think we should just start pre-recording them. Fuck it.
I like the live atmosphere. I have thought about that, especially considering that I've just I'm going to be using some really high quality software here in November. I'm getting some new shit. My videos are definitely going to change. I was actually thinking about not doing any more videos until I got my new computer. But, everybody keeps asking me about that power pad, and I'm like, I got to get that video. So I'm going to get that video up, but that might be the last one until I get my new setup. Because I am going to, my videos, I'm going to do something for sure this year. Because what held me back, I'll be honest with you, with my plans for all of this, was my computer and my software and shit. It was just, it's amateur, and I need something a little more pro. Not like super pro, but like Final Cut Pro or Premiere or something. I need something, a little nicer for what I want to do. Especially considering I'm recording separate audio tracks and shit like that, so I want to be able to like do what I want to do, with shit. So, but I have something cool that's gonna be, it's gonna be just. I wanted to do it just for the Patreon members, but then I was like, after talking with some people, it's like, maybe I just like they will screen each part before everyone else. And then I'll put them up, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I got some cool shit coming. There's some cool shit. I've been working on some shit. And I'm going to have a lot more time on my hands. So, I got some cool shit that's happened for me in the last month or so. Finally, something cool has happened. inside the window cleaning community for me. So I'm gonna be able to do a little. I'll have a little more freedom. I won't have to. I'm not gonna maybe possibly not have to work as hard as I've been working cleaning windows.
Yeah.
So
In the
cool.
words of Action Bronson, he might not be able to touch his toes, but he still will fuck these
Hoes!
hoes.
Anybody have experience with old leaded windows? I do. I actually have a lot of experience with old leaded windows. Just like I don't, what's your question? Because I deal with a lot of it. I do a lot of island homes, and this is kind of like in a historic area. So there's a lot of old homes with giant old windows. I almost lost the tip of this finger right here because of an old leaded window. Giant, probably about my wingspan wide. This window was, and I had it up, and the weight broke, and I just barely got my fingers out in time, and it boom smashed into this finger. Still can't feel it. And that was years ago.
Then I must be confused. I'm thinking he's talking about with leaded windows, like the windows that have all the pieces down the. Are we thinking about the same thing?
Yeah.
And those up there will go up and down?
Yeah.
All the leaded windows I've seen like that are just like one pane.
There's actually I've got one customer that's got all the top sections of their double hung old wooden windows with the weights in the walls. The top part are leaded diamond glass, the hash pattern that goes up and down. So
yeah, we ain't got nothing like that here.
The architecture's a little older up here.
Yeah. Well, everything gets destroyed here from the hurricanes. So.
Yeah, so most of that stuff, old stuff, it's gone, unfortunately. You guys have to deal with a lot of shit that we don't have to up here. So, but yeah, Chris, I don't know what you're asking. All I can say is just be careful. I do not water fed leaded glass. And I'll be honest, normally most leaded glass that I deal with personally, I hit with spray away and
I was about to say spray away in a rag.
Yeah. It can be difficult at times on the outsides, because there's bug debris and shit like that stuck to the glass. So then maybe I'll bust out some 4/0 steel wool or a walnut pad. Hit it with some spray away, give it a nice scrub, then hit it again, and then wipe it all down. I've never cleaned leaded yet. It's a historic house, almost 100 years old, with double hungs that are all French pane on the top.
That sounds like something that you just...
Yes, that's exactly... I would be... just be super careful, Chris. I mean, I don't know if... You may know this, but if it's leaded... glass, just be super careful pushing on it. It requires a light touch, and if there's 2 stories, you might as well plan on being on the ladder all day. If you're able to get a washer in it, and they're not what do you want to call it? Shit. If they're, what is it? Glazed. If they're glazed windows, be super careful.
You'll crack that shit.
That shit'll crack. It'll fall off. It's a nightmare, bro. If you're going into this, just go into this, Chris, knowing that, hey, man, I'm going to have a light touch, and I'm going to have to take my time. You know what I mean? So just be mindful of that. And you may want to go to the hardware store, bring yourself a hacksaw and a tape measure, and get yourself like a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 3/8 dowel, and get yourself a dowel rod. Go to the hardware store, get you a dowel rod, so you have a prop to stick inside the windows in case you have. I don't know if you got to do storms or whatever. I'm not sure what you're doing, but that's a tip from me. I keep a 3/8 or I think it's a 3/8 or something, or 1/2 inch dowel in my truck at all times.
Just the tip with TJ.
Yeah, just the tip with TJ. Oh man, dude, that's fucking really good. that's my new segment, dude. Just the tip with TJ. But
and it's gonna have the thing, but it's gonna be penises.
I need Mark to work on. Yeah, I need Mark to work on that for me. I need Mark to work his wiener magic on that for me, dude.
The ween.
I need you to work on that for me, Mark. If you're watching. Which I doubt he is. He's probably sleeping. Mark was up till like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the fucking morning pressure washing last night. which I totally get. I just got a call today to go. I got a bank, one of the banks that I do on a routine basis now. This is twice within a month. I did it in August, and now I'm doing it again here in October. The spiders are so bad, man. They're pretty damn dirty. I haven't been cleaned in years. I'm not afraid of using razors, but I know they're fragile. Actually, the razor, you shouldn't have too much of a problem on that glass with a razor. It's old glass. That shit's hard
That
as
should be hard as fuck.
that shit's hard as stone. That's granite. I wish Mark was here, but yeah, you should be okay with that.
That's a good idea.
What I'm saying is you got to just have a slight touch with it, just a nice soft touch with that kind of glass, that old shit, because like I said, it could pop out. You just got to be careful. Just be careful. Just go into it with the mindset that I'm going to put on my favorite audiobook because I'm going to be dicking with these all day. Just go into, and of course, again, as I always say, charge accordingly. Use a small window adjustable curtain rod. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Tyler. That's actually not a bad idea at all. As long as it slides. See, the reason why I use a dowel rod is because that will slide into the window track. So when you're pulling storms in, you don't have to worry about banging into it. You know what I mean? Because the tracks that they ride on are about a 1/2 inch 3/8 that they slide up and down, so you can stick that dowel rod and it's like part of the track, so it's not in the way to pull in.
Thanks for letting us know, Professor Lehman.
DJ, that old glass is tough. It's the glaze that is fragile. Yes, that is correct. The glaze is the window glazing. You know, that's something when I first took this business over. That's something that was a service that I provided.
Oh, you did reglazing?
I reglazed glass, replaced glass panels. I quickly abandoned that.
Yeah.
I quickly abandoned that.
There's a lot of that here in my area.
It sucks, man. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it because you're always one pinch of that tack to hold that from crack. It's like, son of a bitch. It got to the point where I was buying sheets of glass and just cutting them my fucking self. That's how bad it got.
Exactly.
I was just like, and I just at that point I was like, what am I doing out here? I could just clean windows. What am I doing?
Yep.
So that got eliminated. That got eliminated quickly.
Now you just clean windows.
Yeah.
And only whore yourself out to the pressure washing and gutter cleaning when you need money.
I don't really pour I do it for my existing customers. I don't bid a lot of it. I will say, however, that I am in the ilk of. Yeah, no problem, Chris. Anytime,
Chris.
Man. Anytime you have a question, you come over here and you ask us.
Jason, I
I'm
know, man. Straight. I'm just busting your balls, dude.
Not to be a douche nugget or anything like that, but and I'm not, just not. I'm just saying that, like, over here, like this podcast, like this, like dudes that actually do this shit every day. We don't just like talk about it on the internet. You know what I mean? Like
I don't do it every day.
Well, Jacob doesn't do it every day, but the
close enough.
75% of the show does it every single day, and I've been doing it quite a long time. I mean, you're gonna get great advice. Mark is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the technical side of things with glass restoration.
The glass guru.
He's the glass guru. He's just a little suspect when it comes to fucking self-healing roofing. That's a little weird, but
hey, that's a sore subject. Let's not talk
and
about
Seth, same way. Seth is fucking a plethora of information, especially when it comes to the business side of things. Seth has got his shit together. So, and I'm just a piece of shit. So, and so is Jacob. And we're just here to, we're just support roles for those two dudes.
We're fat pieces of shit.
Yeah, we're fat pieces of shit.
And we don't have necks.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I can grow a beard.
Yeah, I can't grow a beard. I can barely grow a mustache. I'm still working on it, because I had one for a little bit for Seth, and then I was like, you know what? I'm shaving it off, and now, it's barely coming in again.
I shaved all this off, and like it was back a week later. So
no shit. Yeah, I wish I can't do that. My dad's the same way. My dad can't grow facial hair. My grandfather my grandfather could have grown a beard, but he had trouble on his lip. He couldn't grow hair on his lip very well. I remember my grandpa always messing with the hair around his lip, trying to get the,
And I remember when I couldn't grow a mustache. Like 10 years old.
Right. My father-in-law. Hopefully, my son doesn't get that from me because my father-in-law is a grizzly man. That motherfucker got hair. You know, my father-in-law, Dave, Jennifer's dad. He's fucking. Brrr, he's got a beard on him. I'm jealous. I wouldn't mind a beard. I mean, it made me look chubbier, but I wouldn't mind it. You know what I mean? So, I just can't grow one. It just won't go. Just won't grow. I've tried everything.
Not all of us can be great.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Not all of us can be fucking cool, man. Okay, Jacob, that's real nice.
Hey, man, I used to.
Yeah, you're gonna find on this podcast like a lot of experience by dudes that do it. You know what I mean? We do it every day. That's what you're gonna find here. So,
and then
anytime you got any I'm not saying that any other show. Since Jacob brought him up, I don't want there to be I'm not talking about those guys over there.
That was freaking like
clearly Steve-O knows what the fuck he's doing, and Jersey probably does too.
I said I wasn't gonna say anything.
Face.
So
get hair plugs on your face. I don't want to look like a fucking doll. You know what I mean? I got doll hair on my face. I mean, I kind of do right now. I mean, my chin hair grows really well though. I mean, it's nice.
It's full, man.
It's full. Hey, Mark. Hey, TJ. Onion bagel cream cheese. Okay, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know what that means, but
thanks for commenting.
Yeah, I like it. I like the interaction.
Yeah. Mark. Hey, TJ.
Mark.
I want an onion bagel.
Right. I'm trying to think of what else, man. Yeah, I was just curious about the power pad. It's weird to me, the trapezoid thing. I don't understand the trapezoid thing. I don't
either.
I don't understand the trapezoid thing. It's a bummer for me, actually. When I seen that it was trapezoidal shaped, I'm just like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, it's not the right way. You know, it's not, you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm assuming that they're doing this to ensure that it's built-in redundancy, so they make something in a certain shape, so you have to use a certain thing on it. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so, like, proprietary bullshit. You know what I mean? Which I get it, but, sometimes... Sometimes you're gonna sell more things just because they're interchangeable, they're universal. That's why I'm, like kind of an Unger guy, because like Unger shit fits on everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or everything fits
on Unger shit. You know what I mean? And like you go to put an easy ledge handle on an Unger cone and it fucking doesn't even go on it. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. Proprietary shit is just lame to me. You know what I mean? So, sorry.
It happens sometimes.
Opinion on the Zero Big Scrubber. My opinion of the Zero Big Scrubber is buy one. You won't regret it. That coupled with the maker pads, or because the maker sells the exact. I mean, that's made exactly. Mike took that into consideration. Yes, the microfiber is extremely thin. The maker pad fits on there perfectly. There's several different options of maker pads that you can put on there. I know people are a little worried about that aluminum rinse bar. You just don't be a jackass with it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You just can't be a dick with it. You just got to be smart about it. I've not one time since I've used that aluminum. I actually have a Tucker aluminum rinse bar on my original version of that, what Jacob's holding right there, and I've never put an aluminum deposit on a window. And that's not a scratch that you see if you run aluminum across glass. That is an aluminum deposit. The actual glass is harder. Scratch. The glass is harder than the aluminum, so the aluminum leaves a mark. So you have to kind of buff that off. If Mark was here, he would confirm that. That's where I got that story from anyway, is Mark.
Mark taught me that. Maker pads, a lot of, they sell it with a maker pad. I've used the Pulex Micro Tiger pad on this. It works really well, not to deter people from using the maker pad.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever
You
works.
know,
And you can
I've
also
just used
put,
blue pads. I have a 6 by
yeah.
whatever, the big blue pads, like the scrub pads. I've put
Mhm.
those on there. Same with the white pads. I mean, it's very versatile.
Yeah, you can put anything on it. I mean, it's just it's a pretty versatile product. And if you deal with large hydrophilic panes where the water kind of beads off, that pad and that on a water fed pole application really changes the rinse on that. It makes it look really
Yeah.
good instead of spotty because the water sits forever and it doesn't run off. That will bust that surface tension and it'll get to run down.
Yeah.
It's really
It looks
nice.
good.
It's really nice.
They
It
turn
does a
out
really
nice.
good job scrubbing. I use it a lot with the porcupine for
Yeah,
filthy
Tyler
dirty
Smith
windows.
blue pad.
Yep. Are they coming out with a bigger? I don't know. I don't know if they are or they aren't. I'm not exactly sure. I don't
Maybe
get.
Self in the chat can answer that.
I actually ordered a really large brush once. I actually like the biggest one that Tucker made.
We don't say that name on this podcast.
Fuck. Sean Gavin's a turd burglar. But anyways,
Woo! Burgling turd.
it was I don't know, maybe the 18-inch brush or I don't know. It's their bigger model of brush. And I just like I find it unwieldy as fuck. You know what I mean? I'm cool with the standard like 14, 12 inch, whatever size that. I'm cool with that.
Oh, so you wouldn't buy a Pure Water Power 23-inch brush? You don't want nothing that big?
I don't see the point in it. That's just the same way with I'll put it this way. I wouldn't own one of those giant fucking squeegees that Superb Window Cleaning uses on his YouTube channel. One of them 17-foot long Sorbo channels. Like
the Eliminator.
Yeah, I got the guy that used to own the business I used to for. He had one of those, and it was fucking. He was like, I'm gonna use this, and so we had a contest. I used 20-inch Sorbo Quicksilver, and he used that, and I fucking dusted his ass. You know what I mean? Look, I'm fanning windows, and you're doing straight pulls with a 40-foot long, and then you're having to go back and get out of here, dude.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, because I've pretty much.
So I mean, that's the same way I feel about those giant water-fed pole brushes. I'm not saying that don't have applications. Like I think that'd be okay for a solar panel. That would make sense. You know, what I mean, on a solar panel, like a bigger brush, but like on windows, it's just
Well, I know
there's too much scrubbing involved.
Our friend Mike Nichols bought one, a 23-inch, and he had this big commercial job. I guess huge wide panels. I mean, something like that. Yes, I would, and solar panels. Yeah, but.
It has to be, like, if it's going to save me time on the job, because the panels are huge, panes of glass, then maybe. But if it's, like, I don't know, like, if it's high in the air, then, like, you're fucking putting undue stress on your pole.
Just buy the
if you have a Squeegee Life pole.
And do residential work.
Not that my pole gets any fucking shine over there at windowcleaner.com, but my pole's pretty dope. My Squeegee Life pole's pretty badass. It does really good with heavy implements on the end of it. It's not all flippity and floppity, but...
It's not a Stevenator.
What? I don't understand what you're doing.
Sorry.
I don't understand what you're doing. Why are you doing that?
You
put me in positions. I don't think Steve O's pole is floppy at all.
I don't either.
Why are you saying that, dude? Listen, man. Just because Jacob's saying that shit doesn't mean I have anything to do with it, Steve or Jersey. I don't know what. Clearly, you guys are not being nice to Jacob during your podcast, and he is taking it out on you guys here. It's not nice. Either side. Don't put me in the middle of that, because I like those guys. And I like you. And now you're fucking making problems for me. Doing the Seth. Just because Seth's not here doesn't mean you have to do the Seth.
Okay.
Like, he doesn't need a fucking replacement. I own a Squeegee Life 30-foot pole. Oh, you do, Chris. What do you think of it?
Yeah, let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, I love it, man.
I think I designed a great pole. And just TJ stole the idea from me.
True. True, that is true.
No, that's not true.
No, I definitely stole the idea from Jacob. I don't know. It's just the way I like pole. You know, that's just the way I think it works the best. So I do a lot of residential shit, And a lot of the stuff I do are crank out casement windows. You know what I mean? A lot of it now. You know, that's what a lot of people have switched to. These old windows are being swapped out for casements, and you know, first and second floor, I'll knock that out with a water fed pole any day of the week.
Bing
You know what I
bang
mean?
boom.
Bing bang boom, make all the cheese and
Yeah, the cheddar.
the cheddar. And
That's
I
how
just
you
like
make your
being able
cheddar.
to break a pole down, and I just feel like the top 4 sections need to be shorter than the bottom 4. That's just my opinion. I think the pole performs better at heights that way. All it really essentially is a destroyer cut section wise to my specifications. That's
Oh,
all.
we need a Squeegee Life Micro.
I tried to get a Squeegee Life 5th anniversary trad pole done, but that didn't happen either. I came from the 0-20 foot pole, and the Squeegee Life pole is night and day better. The short ends are definitely way more stiff. Yeah, it's just me and Jason Lehman to be inside baseball. Chris, if you want to know, you may or may not know, but me and Jason Lehman, we're doing a lot of work with Philip and Alexander from Simpole, and
Simple.
I did not care for, like, Jason's a huge fan of the Excalibur, that all Kevlar pole. He loves it. Now, I liked it too, but I was like, it's cool, but I don't like the top sections being so friggin' long, and they're just so heavy. And so I was like, what I've been doing is I've been taking half of my Sim Shorty and sticking it in the fucking bottom 4 sections of my Excalibur. I was like, this is the pole right here. And, you know, long story short, one batch of those poles got made, and then I just took my idea elsewhere. And, you know, maybe one day they'll get, maybe one day they'll re-up them. I don't know. We'll see. It'd be cool if they, like, bought, like, I would like to say they did not do very well. I don't think they did very well. But, you know.
I don't know. Maybe if you didn't block Philip Alexander, we can ask him.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the Squeegee Life pole. I don't
Oh.
think the Squeegee Life pole did, and I think that was just timing because it was like 2020,
My bad.
and it was just like there was not a lot of shit going on. So the
Well,
the
look, I
promotion
think
machine,
they have.
and I'm not Steve-O, and I'm not Steve-O, and there's the whole I'm not Steve-O thing. So you know, it didn't get the push.
I wasn't
But it is
saying anything.
it's a good idea.
Don't put me in the middle of that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. You started it with all that fucking douchebag. But yeah, it's a nice pole. I like it.
Steve-O knows I love him. Jersey, on the other hand,
Steve-O's my fucking guy. Steve-O's my guy. Steve-O will always be my guy. After meeting Steve-O in person,
yeah,
at the huge convention, back in 18 or 19, whenever that was, yeah, dude, Steve-O's just such a good fucking guy. He's a good dude, and he's been very helpful to me. When it
Steve-O
comes to
is a good
YouTube,
dude.
when it comes to YouTube, Steve-O has gone out of his way to help me.
I love you too, Jersey.
Yeah, yeah. And Jersey's a great guy too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not Jacob. I'm not shitting on Jersey. You know, Jacob's just upset that when he goes and patronizes and watches their show, patronizes it, and I don't mean that. Well, you probably are patronizing. But
I don't know, man.
When Jacob watches the show, he tries to interact, and Jersey ignores him. Of course, you said you were somewhere else, and he ignored you, right? In person too, right?
Yeah,
He kind of gave you the cold shoulder in person too, didn't he?
yeah.
Oh, okay. All brands have too many poles to choose from. All we need is a short residential and a long commercial.
That's what she said.
Or you could just buy the Squeegee Life pole and have both.
Yeah, you have 2 in 1.
That's what's I think different about the Squeegee Life pole is the fact that it can be used residentially or commercially with just, all you gotta do is add some sections to it. You get those EXTs for those 0 extensions for the bottom of that pole. I mean, it's when you get it up at height. I need to do a video with it, which I will make sure I will do just to show people like I'm not bullshitting. At height, when that fucker stretched all the way out, that shit is gangster.
Here's a question.
What?
They make destroyer sections. Couldn't you just add destroyer sections onto the Squeegee Life pole?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You could add anything that will. Any 0 pole is interchangeable with that Squeegee Life pole. So any extension or extra tubes that you want to put that in the 0 lineup will work on the Squeegee Life pole. Yes. Okay. Yes. So I just have the regular extensions. I don't have the destroyer stuff. I'm not Steve-O. I'm kidding.
You have the universal extensions or the
Yes,
actual...
I have the universal
Oh,
ones.
so you got to put that stupid adapter on and all that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I just leave it in there. I just the adapter's just in there all the time.
Well, because you're lazy.
Well, why do I need to take it out though? There's no need to take it out though.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I'm using it for one thing. You know what I mean? It works really good at height. I'm gonna get video of it at height, stretched out, and that should be soon. That should be within the next month or so. I'll do a video about the Squeegee Life pole and why it's so awesome.
Yeah, I'm not cool. I don't have my own water-fed pole. I just have a 0 micro.
This is actually a Squeegee Life pole behind me here. It's called. I mean, the label says same pole, but it's a Squeegee Life pole, same pole. So yeah, do you want toxic shock syndrome? Because that's how you got toxic shock taken out.
What
Mark,
the fuck is this dude talking about?
Mark is out of control, man. Something about a tampon, I'm sure. But yeah, that's the same pole right here.
The same pole,
Which was later renamed to the Squeegee Life pole. That was Chris. That was Chris busting my fucking balls, but whatever. It was funny. When I opened it, I'm like, fucking Chris, man, what a dick. He's a ball buster. This damn home AC is driving me nuts. Where's a technician when you need him? What do you need? Take the adapter out.
Yeah, that's what he made. Oh. Yeah, he's saying it's a tampon.
So stupid. But yeah, man. Yeah, dude. I think it's a good pole. You know what I mean? I've actually not used the Steve-O pole before. I've watched videos of Steve-O.
I never have either, so I don't really know.
And it looks like a solid pole, so I don't know why fucking Jacob even said that, but whatever, dude. But what I was getting at is I was trying to get. I thought I was like, man, the 5-year anniversary is coming up, and it might not. It's either this year, it's either getting ready to come up on us, or it's coming up in March. I think it's coming up in March. This March 2024, I think will be 5 years of the zero trad pole, and as everyone knows, we talk about it all the time. That was something that we were like begging manufacturers, like, you guys need to make a carbon fiber trad pole, you know what I mean? And now look, everyone's got one, and Zero sells the fucking shit out of those things. So if you want one of those, go to windowcleaner.com. That blue one, I can't stop using that blue one. That blue one is, I love it. You could click
the link in the description,
but it's not there.
TJ forgot to put it
yeah,
there.
it's not there.
So,
it's not there. Go to my last video. There's links. Steve-O has reached out to me, and he's like, bro, I kind of looked at you got to fix it. My shit is so fucked up. Steve-O's gonna get me. He's got me. He told me what to do. The next video, everything's gonna be fixed. I found out that you can do something and then in one fell swoop change everything. And I had no idea that was even a fucking option. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, every video it'll do it. Every video I've ever uploaded. He's like, yes, every video you've ever uploaded. I'm like, son of a bitch.
You don't have time to fuck around on YouTube and figure all this
out. I do, but I just, like, I kind of, when I sit down to do a video, it's because I've created time to do that, and that's just kind of beyond me. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never knew that I could do that. So, Steve-O the dude gets millions of views. I mean, he's got a window cleaning channel look at the fucking subscribers he's got. He does really, the guy knows what he's doing. So, when that dude tells you, like, hey, man, you should do this, you should just follow his advice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you should do these 28 steps to clean one residential window. Yeah, do it.
Oh, my God.
Please.
Dude, I don't understand, dude. If you've not realized yet, Steve-O is a little OCD. Have you not and you're picking on him for it, which is odd.
I'm not picking on anybody.
Steve-O is a particular fella, and he just wants to be double sure that it's done the right way. So if you don't want to do it right, just say you don't want to do it right, Jacob. You know what I mean?
Everyone cleans windows different ways. Doesn't necessarily make his way the wrong way or my way the right.
Why you gotta bust it? Yeah, but why you gotta bust his balls about like being like fucking thorough?
I think it's just a little excessive.
All right. Okay.
Just a wee bit excessive.
Why you gotta? I just don't understand why you gotta pick on him about it, though. You know what I mean? Steve-O's got a little touch of the OCDs, man. Leave him alone.
What is he, fucking monk or some shit?
Yeah, dude. Somewhat, kinda. You know what I mean? Stop picking on my buddy, man. What the fuck,
Oh,
Jacob?
he's my buddy, too. He knows
Sounds like it. Sounds like it.
At least he tells me he's okay with it. In his mind, he's probably freaking plotting to freaking fucking murder me.
Yeah. He's definitely not going to talk to you the next time he sees you.
Oh, it won't. I mean, the other guy doesn't, so I mean, what does it really matter? Somebody will. May not be those two, but somebody will.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So, what do you think? You think next week we'll have everybody?
Oh, yeah.
I hope so. I hope everybody's well, feels better, and we're back at full force. Maybe we can get one of these podcasts together. We're all four on, and we can do like a fucking tool time with Jacob.
I don't know. I might decide to take a pack of X-Lax an hour before the show comes on.
Maybe a stool time with Seth, because Seth's been shitting a lot lately.
Yeah.
We do know that. You know, Seth has had some issues. I'm going to just tell you guys, inside baseball, man, I shit my pants today, guys. So there's that. Yeah, so I got up this morning. I was feeling, I've been feeling kind of off the last couple of days. And I woke up this morning, and I was like, oh, that's all liquid this morning. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So I'm definitely going to have to shower now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Last night's shower is not going to suffice for this morning's shower. I'm going to have to take another shower. So I fucking do that. And I'm on my way down the road. I'm about halfway to the job. And I fucking sneeze and cough, kind of, because I'm, not feeling too hot. And I had a little bit came out. You know what I mean? Just a little, little. I made a little spot in my shorts. You know what I mean? There's a little warm hot spot there. You know what I mean? So I had to turn
Stop buying the paper ass gaskets, TJ.
I know. I got to change up. I got to fucking drop the good money on the good ass gaskets. But I had to go home. You know what I mean? Lady called. She's like, "Hey, you said you'd be here. Is everything okay?" And she goes, "I know it looks a little gloomy out, but as long as it's not pouring, I still want you to clean my windows." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be there. I'm on my way. I had a job like run over. Unexpected issues. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be like, yeah, I just shit my pants and I have to go home and take another shower because I just doo-dooed on myself."
Well, just look at it this way: you went home and took another shower. Just know that since it was like water, you could have just shit in the shower and not have to worry about stomping it down the drain.
If you've never shit in the shower and stomped it in the fucking drain, send us an email at asksqueegee@gmail.com. If you've ever fucking, while in the shower taking a shit, had your fucking grandpa hop in there with you and fucking rub your nuts from behind, send us an email at asksqueegee@gmail.com. If you got to reach around from your grandpa in the shower while you were shower shitting, waffle stomping it down the drain, send us an email at asksqueegee@gmail.com.
Shit on a tennis racket.
Yeah, if you shit on a tennis racket, be a man. Hey, we've all been there. That's why they say shit happens. Bro, listen, man.
Led Zeppelin juice running down your leg.
That's right, Jay.
That's
dude,
disgusting.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that bad, but because, like, oh yeah, can I get a I wish Mark was here to do that. I caught it. You know what I mean? I still got some good sphincter control. I was like, oh God, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be bad. So yeah, I was like riding home like an inch or two off the fucking seat. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh man, dude, it was the worst, bro.
Please don't soak through.
yeah. I had to change my pants and everything. It was just like I couldn't. I mean, because even if there wasn't doo-doo on them, I still shit while I was wearing them. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's hard for me not. It'd be hard not to do that. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do. You know.
You said do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. But I think that's it for this week, guys. I know it's a short one. We've gone all the way through for an hour and 15 minutes here.
Yeah, I think it went really well.
Went really well, and then we started talking about shit. And
yeah, we started going off the handle right now. I mean, we stayed pretty steady. Mm-hmm. Talked about window cleaning, other things.
Talked shit about Jersey and fucking Steve-O.
I did not.
God, man. Now they're going to want to have a wrestling match, and you know they're going to lose. I mean, you actually were a semi-pro wrestler, and I'm fat. So, you know, they're going to have a hard time dealing with us. I mean,
Josh is clearly... Steve-O out with a rear naked choke.
I don't know, legitimately, like, Steve-O's a legitimate fucking jiu-jitsu guy. He will fuck you up, just so you know. So. He's legit. He's legit jiu-jitsu. He knows, he's got, like, a brown belt, I think. He's good. Yeah. Jersey looks anemic to me. Like, only thing we'd have to worry about with Jersey is weapons.
All you have to do is touch him. He'll, like, bleed.
He looks anemic. He looks ill. You know what I mean? If they want to have a podcast wrestling match, we can do it. I'm okay with it. Like the death match, let's do a claymation version. Like Steve-O and Jersey versus Jacob and TJ claymation style.
Well, it all depends on who does it, because if they end up doing it, we're immediately going to lose.
You're right. They're going to put their big boot on our neck instantly right out of the gate, right, Jacob?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, dudes, we'll be back next week. Hopefully Mark and Seth are... Well, Mark's actually feels okay. He's just tired, so I get that. Yeah. I mean, that was a late night. So to have to get up again in the morning and go work, that's a pain in the ass, so I get that. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Maker Products, over there at www.maker.com. American Window Cleaner Magazine, of course, Zero Black Products, Zero Window Cleaning Tools, all that stuff. You guys know where to get that. That's our favorite sponsor, Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber. Our favorite,
by the way, it's going to end tonight. I don't know what time. Okay. You need Squeegee Rubber. It's 15% off.
50% off, and go 15%. Call Steve-O. Call Steve-O. I'm putting out the olive branch here. I'm trying to give Steve-O his flowers here. Like, you know, let's go to Steve-O and order some Squeegee Rubber off of him, since Jacob's a jerk and wants to be mean.
Well, no, you call Jersey. Call Jersey and order some Squeegee Rubber. Tell him Jacob from the Squeegee Life podcast sent you.
Yes, and then they'll probably get you more money.
I don't make anything off of it.
Yeah.
Last time I ordered stuff from him, he told me he'd send me a fucking sticker. He didn't even do that. So, but you know, buy some Squeegee Rubber from him. Yeah. Let him know that I sent you. And maybe he'll talk to me.
Yeah, maybe they'll be friends again. Gangs, alright, Swagger. Gang. But yeah, man, thanks for especially and least and like not last but not least, of course, windowcleaner.com. You know, who's pretty much, you know, keeps us doing this show. If it wasn't for Chris, you know, being awesome and giving me the motivation to keep going, I probably would have quit a long time ago. So. Thanks to them and everything that they do for us over there at windowcleaner.com. There's links everywhere.
We love you.
We love you guys. We will we'll be back next week, I think. You know what I mean?
Same Squeegee Life time. Same Squeegee Life channel.
Yep, and hopefully we'll have us some Seth and some Mark on here. Hopefully I'm hoping Seth feels better, because I know Seth has been sick. Seth has been sick for at least 3 days, I think, maybe 4. He's been sick, so hopefully we'll get him back and Mark won't have to work late, and we'll get us a four banger on.
The old 4-way.
And maybe we can have a discussion about moving the podcast to Wednesdays during the winter. During football season, you know. I still think that's a solid idea. When we come back from winter break, start doing them on Thursday nights. And then when we come back from summer break, we start doing them on Wednesday nights. That's just my personal opinion. We'll broach that subject when we get there. Maybe whoever's watching this later on in the comments can tell us what they think about that idea. And
leave your comments. Let us know what your opinions are.
And again,
maybe we'll listen to you.
If you've ever gotten a reach around from your grandfather in the shower while you're taking a fucking shit in the shower and trying to waffle stomp it,
give it a thumbs up.
Send us an email at askstsqueegee@gmail.com. What do you think? Is that a good idea? I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, do it.
Send us some questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do something.
Yeah, send us some questions. You know.